What's going on, everybody? Tanner here with another video. Hope you're all having an amazing and productive day. I haven't done a video like this in a very long time, almost a year now. It's been about 8 months, but these actually used to do really well. You guys used to really like these videos, so I figured I would come back and do this again. I posted on my Instagram story asking if I should do it again. A lot of people said yes, and then I had people send me their stores, and I got hundreds and hundreds of stores sent. So I got a few of the URLs, threw them up here on my computer, and we're gonna be going over them. I haven't looked at them or anything yet other than just that quick preview. And for today's $100 winner, we have Zach Tristler. Zach Tristler said, I would use the money to start my first Shopify store. By the way, I've been watching for a couple months and you've really inspired me to start dropshipping. Thank you and keep grinding. So shout out to you, Zach. Congrats on winning $100. There will be information in the description on how to claim your money. And if you haven't entered already, you have, I believe, 5 more opportunities to win $100 from me. And I've actually been having the previous winners submit little videos of what they think about winning. So if you want to go check that out, top link in the description on how you can enter. All right, so here we go on our first store. And just looking at this one from the beginning, I just want to let you guys know that honestly, the store is not the main component that you need to be focusing on if you are trying to get into e-commerce. The main thing you should be focusing on is the products and the marketing, because I've said this before, the store isn't everything. Obviously it's important depending on what your end goal is, if you're just trying to make a quick buck or if you're actually trying to build a brand. Now, most stores are going to look like this. I'm sure a lot of things are going to be repeated throughout this video, so I'm going to make sure to cut those things out. But a lot of people's stores look like this. They use the free themes, and like obviously I can just tell it's a basic general store. And look at that, the pet hair glove. I actually had a meme ad I've been using for stores for my free training. I'll put that up right here, and it talks about the pet glove. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, a lot of these products on here are basic older products, but in reality, it's like these stores that look like this, like obviously they're not bad, but I can tell it's just, you know, a basic general store. It's not really branded out well. I mean, when I say well, it's just not branded at all. It's just basic, but it is what it is. Obviously, you can make money from it. I have a student store that did very well before the Facebook adpocalypse, and you know, the store just looks very basic like this, just a nice little general store. But quick note here for your product page, as far as your added cart thing, that's a little bit too aggressive, I would say. So I know you're using Ultimate Sales Boost, which is a great app, but for that added cart thing, I would, you know, try and make it a little bit less noticeable there. You don't want to scare away your potential customer. Descriptions, you're going to need to work on that, obviously, and you have no reviews on there. You have 2 review sections here as well as with Luke, so you know, there's a couple things to clean up, but overall the framework is there. And then I was just focusing on the other branding, and for these blues here, like this banner right here, I'll try and match that to the logo color of your blue. So what you can do is just go to like logopicker.com or something like that, upload your logo, find what color it is, specifically the code, and then paste that into Shopify's color for your banner color, and that'll look really good, just to sort of make things match up a little bit, sort of like you did here with the shop now. But yeah, second one. All right, packedpower.online. We already have a notification thing. Let's see what they're sending notifications for. I actually never really do the notification thing for apps that I integrate with my stores, because it asks people to do it, and most traffic is coming from mobile usually, and when you have that, sometimes it just defers that potential customer because it's a pop-up, and pop-ups scare away people depending on how it is. One thing I actually saw recently with the store I was working on, we had an upsell set up, and for some reason, whatever the reason was, the pop-up messed up and the code got a little bit glitched out, and we were actually losing a lot of sales because of it, because it was scaring away the potential customer. Whenever they would click add to cart, this weird pop-up would come up with a bunch of code. So you got to be careful, and you got to check on things and not scare away that potential customer. But here on this website right here, packedpower.online, 50% off today. They're using debut theme. I can just tell already from here. They got the currency converter. It's pretty cool. The Packt Power. So I've seen these all over the place, but this is pretty cool. Let's see. Get these different ones here. Let's check it out. Video. I can see the Chinese on the phone. Not really an issue. Let's get yours now. Let's see how it is. So this is a one product branded store. Plug type A, B, C, D. Now this is one thing that I would try and fix. You know, when they're saying A, B, C, D, like all these things, what I would try and do is figure out, all right, you know, maybe the supplier's telling you these different plug types, but actually figure out what, you know, connection this is actually called and what kind of phone it connects to. Because when people see this, maybe I have an iPhone, maybe I have an Android, like I don't want to look through these images to see which one I should get. I just want to see iPhone charger and I want to buy it. But yeah, these things are interesting. I find it weird, this product, you have to have a cable, but it's wireless. So, I mean, either way, you're going to have a plug, but it is what it is. The reviews here look pretty clean. Not bad, not bad. Maybe one thing that I would change here would maybe just be the fonts. It's a little bit basic. I'll try and match it to your logo font. but other than that, it looks pretty good. You could probably charge a little bit more for this product. And what I want you guys to do is actually put in the comments below what you think of these stores. Let me know what you think of Packt Power or whatever one. If you have any comments or suggestions, maybe that I skipped over. I like hearing from different perspectives, so you may have a different perspective because you haven't maybe started an online store. But for me, I have a lot of experience seeing and creating stores, so I look for different things mostly than an actual customer would. So if you were buying from one of these stores, put in the comments below what you think. But speaking on 50% off here for Packt Power, this is actually one of my websites here for my next generation e-commerce course, which is actually 50% off. I'm not going to make this long. I'm not going to drag this out. I just want you guys to know, for those of you that are actually interested and have been wanting to join and get mentored by my team and I here, learning from us in these videos, then go ahead and check it out. There'll be a link in the description because it's 50% off because I'm celebrating 50 days of posting on YouTube every single day. So this is going to last until June 1st, as you can see, and you could become a contribution to my biggest goal for 2019, which is to have my students generate over 10 million in sales. And as you can see, we're already over 3 million this year. You're going to get all the videos, the private e-com community every single Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I go live in the Facebook group. This is for people I want you to actually have additional money for ad spend, at least $500 or more, so you can have some money to play with for your business expenses. You don't have the potential to get some serious results. Then go check out this page. Let me know what you think. Also, if you want to give me some feedback on this too, like I said for the other websites, go ahead and put it in the comments below. But if you want more information, go ahead. I'm not going to drag this out. Top link in the description for 50% off. Now for this next website, everythingsmash.com. What do we got here? What do we got? So I know what theme this is, one of the free themes. I don't know if this is from like a video game or what this is from the back. I don't play video games, so if it's something like big, I'm sorry. I just don't pay attention. Smash X Off-White. This is interesting, but I don't know if this is like an actual brand or if like you're putting Off-White in there and like you're actually collaborating or what the deal is. I think it sort of gives off like that vibe of like exclusivity. The only thing that sort of makes it feel a little bit weird is this background image, I think. So I don't know what your goal or objective is with this specific store. I don't know if it's print on demand or you're reselling clothes. I'm really not sure, but I think overall it's solid. Just this first background image is a little bit weird, and it's like the fonts don't really match up. Like everything Smash here, like I think it has potential to do well, but when you go to like the actual designs for the hoodies and the shirts, like it doesn't really match up at all with like the font here and the logo you've included. So I would just try and make it all correlated a little bit more here is the biggest thing, as well as just the fonts throughout the website. They're not really added up at all. As you can see on the left columns here, they're just different fonts, so stands out in a weird way. But let's check these out. Shop, what do we got? It's a bunch of different designs. Bowser, Cloud, Corn, Daisy. This is Pokemon. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. It has potential. I would just try and mess around with the logos and fonts. It's in different colors maybe as far as the background image goes. It just doesn't really correlate with the overall theme I think you're trying to go for. But I don't know. I would have to get more information from you to make these, decisions based on different variables. True Bougie. Allow pop-ups. Let's see what we got. Go up. First things first, top bar right here. The quality is a little bit low, but I'm sure on mobile it looks fine, which is usually where most traffic is. But this is a very, very general store, but it looks better than most people's general store. As you saw, when we first started here, this one looks a lot more, I guess you would say, put together. Again, the fonts. A lot of people just leave the default fonts when they're creating a Shopify store on the themes, which honestly they don't look bad, but it's just like people can tell easily if they've run into a lot of ads on Shopify stores with those free themes just because all the fonts are the same. You go to online store, themes, customization, and then theme settings, and then typography, and you can choose your fonts and play around and see instantly which font looks best on your website. So like these fonts here you have for your headers, I'll try and match that up with the fonts here on the slideshow. And then collections, what do we got? Let's check out these product pages. So this is in a different currency. See, the website uses cookies. I would try and get rid of this little pop-up here at the bottom just because, I don't know, when I see that I'm like, why are they even asking me that? It doesn't make sense. You should just have it in your terms of service so you can automatically have cookies and not have to give people a disclaimer about it. 5 reasons to buy from us. Usually when you're trying to sell stuff, you don't, obviously you want people to think that they want to buy from you, but you don't want to implicitly state it just like that. You want to give them reasons subconsciously as they're going through your website that make you, trustworthy, satisfaction guarantee, secure payments, all those things that they sort of realize just by going through your website instead of trying to state it, because when you do that, it's just like trying to sell something. If you watch Wolf Wolf of Wall Street. It makes it just seem like you really just want to get a sale from them and make money instead of trying to provide some kind of value here, like with your actual product. So let's check out a product page real quick. I would try and take it a little bit easy here on all the pop-ups and stuff. You know, with my stores that I've been running now, we keep it very, very simple. We are not just adding a bunch of different timers and limited stock and all these things flashing, because the easier it is for a customer to make a decision is the more likely you're actually going to start making more money. We have all these different pop-ups. Sometimes it scares away people because it looks a little bit weird, just flashy, and just like you're really, really trying to get that sale, like limited stock, act fast, flashing. You know, obviously it looks sort of cool, but it's like, oh, you're just trying to, you know, get that sale. You're really, really pushing it. You need to use your ad copy to persuade people to buy from you rather than just super big scarcity words like you have here throughout here on the product page. But this, let's see, buy 1, 2, pretty good. I'll try and add some more bundles here. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. I'm curious to see if I'm going to get retargeted by any of these people. I like this right here with the free shipping and price includes taxes, all that stuff. It looks good. Yeah, pretty solid store for a general store. I know you can make a lot of money with it, and you can also make a lot of money with the stores that don't look this nice as far as the general store goes. All right, so I don't know what's up with this one. Shiftspirit.com. I just picked this up from my DMs, but it looks like it's just not built yet on WordPress. So yeah, it doesn't really fit in. On to the next one, shoplunera.co. All right, first things first, we'll start from top to bottom. The top looks decent. That's a cool little timer there. I haven't seen anything like that before. The only thing I'm seeing here from the top that maybe looks a little weird is just the way you have the navigation set up here all on the left. What I'm trying to do is try and get that pushed under your logo here. So what you do is set this to center. It's already centered, but try and move this under here. I don't know what theme this is, so I don't know exactly how to do it off the top of my head, but I'll make it look a lot cleaner. I'm sure maybe you're just optimizing for mobile mostly, so if this was on my phone, I'm sure it would look decent. But as far as desktop goes, it just looks a little weird having all these over here on the left. And then this section for the slideshows is honestly, it's like, it's too big, just huge. I have to scroll all the way down just to see these products. I would rather have these products up here at the top before you have these slideshows going on. But pretty cool. You know, there's a good niche to get into right now as of summer coming up with the bathing suits and all that stuff. That's actually one that I'm going to be trying out with free plus shipping, which I don't really like doing usually because it's such low margin. But I think there's a lot of opportunity with some bathing suit stuff like this where I can just automate it and be making money on autopilot, paying someone else to manage it for me. So that's what I've been doing recently, is just more of managing different people's ads. So if you're already making sales and you want to get into it, then go ahead and shoot me an email, tplanesmarketing@gmail.com, because that's what I love to do. I love managing ads, helping people scale their stores up and become more profitable. It's a lot better. I enjoy that a lot more than the whole logistics of customer service, fulfilling orders. You know, some people love that stuff, but for me, I really just love the marketing. So email me, tplanesmarketing@gmail.com, if you're making money already. And when I say making money already, I'm talking about like, you know, 20 to 100 sales or more a day. So shoot me an email if that's you, and maybe we'll be able to work something out. It's not free though. Usually what I'll do is either profit share or upfront payment, but let's go to the next one. Site-wide announcement, shop now. I think site-wide announcement is supposed to be, you're supposed to put something in there. It's not bad. It's just the navigation's a little bit weird here. The bestseller thing. Obviously, if you're just trying to sell this product, then that's probably good. Man, I'm seeing a lot of products that aren't necessarily saturated. I'm sure they can still make a lot of money. It's just a lot of people selling the same products right now. Haven't really seen anything too out of the blue and something crazy that I think could be a real winning product that hasn't been discovered before. But also at the same time, I think people that are making a lot of money with a winning product would not send me their store on Instagram to be reviewed on a video in front of everybody. But we're still getting some good insight here. I'm sure some of these people are making money, no doubt about it. Description, I would change the font of the description. Doesn't match up with the store. Get rid of this description right here. Check out securely with, try and make that a little bit smaller. Your description has a lot more of an impact than you actually think on persuading someone to buy from your store. Study Amazon, study different stores that are very, very big, and you'll see how they persuade potential customers to turn into real customers. So yeah, also as far as material goes, you have the sizes. I would change that option to be phone size or whatever you want to call it, brand. So people aren't like material, iPhone 7 XS, you know, it doesn't make sense. Katie leads, we got a pop-up already for the newsletter. I like this. I can already tell here for about ambassadorship. I don't know if that's an actual word, but I think what this person is doing, just as far as seeing that first little thing about ambassadors, they're using a free traffic method where they're just basically sending a bunch of DMs to people. I'm sure maybe you or you've had friends that got DMs like, hey, we want you to become an ambassador for our store. Go ahead on our store. We'll give you this discount and you can get this order and then promote it on your Instagram in order for this discount or to get it for free. So basically what they're doing is they have bots DMing you and a bunch of other people to basically either get a discounted sale or give you a product for free and then get a shout out for basically like a super low cost. So if you're selling, let's see what's on here. They have like cosmetic stuff. Let's say these brushes right here are $20 and they message you and say, hey, we'll give you these for free if you post it on your Instagram once you get them. And if you say yes, these probably cost them like a couple bucks. So they're paying, $2 to $3 for you to post it to all you and your followers. And then if they just get one sale, they're profiting. Or another way I've seen people do it is they just offer you a discount. Like, hey, we'll give you 50% off if you post this on your Instagram. And, they're making a sale and profiting, plus getting free exposure. So that's what I think this store is doing, but honestly, I don't really know. But I think this store might be, the best one so far. Navigation's very, very good. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that, their ambassador thing. Between 10 to 50% off discount code on your first order. That's where they get you. I told you. All right, here's the next one, poshpenguin.co or poshpenguinco.com. Home catalog. They're using Debut. If you're using Debut, change the font, change some colors, and change the navigation. Obviously, you just have home and catalog. But if you see the colors here, that blue, it's just so basic. I know it's Debut from the start. Oh, there you go. You change the color. You put the purple. Basic. I'm not going to go through it because we've gone over this kind of stuff. Techprimestore.com. Not bad. Again, the fonts don't match up. I don't like when people, I'm sort of OCD, but not really. I don't like when people have fonts that don't match up all throughout the entire website. Like I like this from the top here, the logo fonts and then the navigation font. And then you get here to this little slide and it's like, it just doesn't match up. It looks like a modern, sleek store from the top, and then you get to the slideshow. It's like it's a little bubbly. It's like, I don't know. This is another. I think we already had a store selling this product. Not bad. Same thing as this. Actually looks like exactly like the other store. I think. Let's try this one out right here. This guy still has the myshopify.com domain. So obviously, if you're running a store, I'd go ahead and recommend to buy a custom domain for the $10, $20, whatever it is. It's definitely worth it. But I've seen like influencers and celebrities make a Shopify store and they use just the My Shopify link, but they're influencers. They have a strong brand behind it. If you're just targeting, random traffic, it's going to be a lot harder to get someone to trust you when they know it's a Shopify store. But going down here, again, it's a free theme. I like it. It has like the vibe of like how do I describe it? Like a rider, something a little bit more like outdoorsy, which is cool. Let's see, petmagstore.com, Debut theme again. Hey, at least they changed the font here. This section is way too big though at the top. I would change the pixel size for your logo to be a little bit smaller so it fits in a little bit more. I'm scrolling down here, look at that dog. I like it. It looks like he's like peeking over, looking at you, telling you to buy their products. The dog glove again. Man, everybody's creating like the same store, selling the same stuff. Copying people can only go so far, guys. Eventually, you're gonna have to learn how to do some things yourself and find some products. Let's see, es.shopify.com. You're giving Shopify some free promo. thedinnerclub.com. Again, the Debut theme with the same colors that add to cart and the description with no substance. When I see this, I wouldn't want to buy from it because it doesn't make sense. From the start, the banner, the logo, this slide looks good, but then we get here and I'm like, I don't really like it. I wouldn't want to buy from them. But I think most people here, they have the framework. They just try and aim for a quick buck rather than actually building something out and taking time on it. Like it seems like this person has a lot of potential for the store and the brand of the Dinner Club and these colors. They look nice. But when it comes down to like the actual part of where people would buy, it's like they just cheaped out. They have the store designs. I'm guessing it's print on demand or, I'm not really sure. But then when it comes to the product page, there's nothing there. The last one we got here for today, Midlers.us. Another person used the same header image. These fonts are all over the place. Another free theme. When most people see the free themes or hear about it, like you guys watching it, may be like, oh, why would I use this free theme? Why would I do that when I could buy one or find one that's more advanced? Honestly, I like using the free themes because they're so customizable. And when you think about it, Debut is a theme a lot of people had on their stores today, but that's the default theme for Shopify when someone creates a Shopify store. So you have to think that, so many people are using it that Shopify actually has to keep up and maintain and update it to keep it getting better and better and make sure there's no bugs and stuff. Sometimes with these customized themes that are expensive and all this stuff, all the bells and whistles, sometimes they get a little bit messed up or they take too long to load, and the support just really isn't there. But Debut and all these free themes are being pushed out by Shopify and on majority of stores. So they have to get a lot of attention to keep them going. But this actually looks exactly like another store we reviewed, like exactly like it. Same with the pop-up at the bottom, the 5 reasons to buy from us. I'm not going to repeat myself over and over. I think you guys get the gist from seeing this video. I haven't done one in a while, so this is bringing back some good memories from doing this in the past. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.